Hello everyone and welcome to yet another tutorial. This one is going to be about Blackboard, where I'm going to go over 11 different features that I think are very key and essential to all teachers planning to deliver their classes online. So let me get straight to it and get my face out of the way. So go to Blackboard, go inside your courses. So the first thing that I do when I'm inside my main or home page is just clean. So I don't need all of these things, so I'm just gonna hide all of them or close all of them. Needs attention. Who needs that? What's new? My tasks. I don't have any. To-do list. The only one that I leave alone is my announcements, because I want students to see my announcements right when they enter the main page. And you can add other things, add course modules. So if you go, just click on that one. And there are other more interesting things that I think students will benefit from, like calculator, a dictionary. See my tasks. No, something else I wanted to add. Yes, thesaurus. And then just go down to the bottom, click OK, and that's going to be added. Let's see what students can actually do with this. Dictionary, obviously, this is going to be very helpful. And bing, it takes you straight to dictionary.com. So for students who are willing to improve their vocab, that's a very good feature for them. Thesaurus, and boom, there you go. Wow, not bad actually. So let me come back to the menu on the left now, which is the most important one. Here also, I'll do the same thing by hiding all the unnecessary links that I don't want my students to be distracted with, tools and help and everything. So I don't need any of this. And even the content area, I'm going to tell you in a minute why I'm hiding this one. I normally like to create my own tabs and my own links. So this is what I do. I just move my mouse over the plus sign over here, the plus icon, and just create a content area. Say, for example, what am I teaching in my course? Okay, let's say, for example, teaching material available to users. And submit. There you go. Once you go, okay, you actually have the freedom to move this drag and drop all the way up. So that's the first thing that your students will see when they enter the page. So there's no way they can miss it. So once you are inside the teaching material folder, this is where the fun starts, because this is the area where you're going to pull in all the different materials related to that course. However, let's say, for example, you're teaching English for academic purposes. In that course, you're going to have different skills like listening, reading, speaking, writing, whatever. So my advice and the way I do it is by creating folders for all those different skills, so everything is neat and organized. So just, if you just come to build content and create folder, say, for example, speaking, submit, another one for writing, submit, and maybe another one for listening classes, listen, and submit. It's that easy. It's literally that easy. If you go to the speaking, for example, folder, this is where you get to pull in all the different materials that you think are related to the teaching lessons, or to the lesson that you want to cover in whatever weeks. And you can actually create even more folders inside this one, divided by weeks, for example, week 9, 10, 11, 12 in this case. So let's just go over now the things that we can actually add to this folder. Things like, for example, files, a worksheet that you design for your students. Say, for example, let's call it, I don't know, let's call it, for example, present perfect. Yeah, present perfect. And you can see I've already tried something here. Then you might go ahead and attach something from the desktop, say, for example, this one, and then attach it and then submit. And there you go. There you go. This is a present perfect worksheet. Say, for example, you want also, not only you want them to look at this worksheet, but you want them to watch a video. So all you have to do is just build content and then web link. And this is where you have to go to YouTube, find a related video. Say, for example, Okay, present perfect, present perfect, present perfect. And you get to choose one of these videos, right click, copy link address, go back, name, video, URL, copy and paste, submit. And now you have two things. You have a worksheet and you have a video, and you get to move them around if you want. So for example, there you go. And if the students come here to this page and click it, hopefully it will take them to YouTube.
Welcome to English Maths.
Perfect.
This
Just perfect. Don't you just like it when things work the way you want them to? So build content. What else can we add here? Things like, okay, we just yeah, of course, links, images, videos, you name it. So something else I wanted to show you, which is the discussion board. So if you go over to discussion board, maybe you want them to have a chat about what basically you discussed in the class. So if you scroll down to create new forum, you get to create a discussion forum, say, and call it lesson 1, for example, lesson 1, and you get, okay, if you want to describe it, go ahead. If you want to make it like temporary, display after, display until, go ahead. But I'm just going to go and submit. Click on submit. Now it's added to you will see a small menu of like different forms that I've created, but I haven't shared yet. So you get, this is the second step. So go here to lesson number 1, click on the forum you created, and then click next. This is a very, very important step. So, and then click on submit again. And now you have a forum somewhere. I think it's called, yeah, this one here, lesson number 1. And you get to call it forum, for example. If you go inside the forum, you get to create threads or topics, for example, for them to discuss. So for example, Mr. Ali. Okay. Messages. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think of Mr. Ali? Submit. And there you go. So this is what the students will see. They will click on Mr. Ali as the first topic, and they get to discuss Mr. Ali in your class or on the forum. Reply. And the students get to say, for example, something like wonderful. Wonderful. Submit. It's that simple, people. It's really, really that simple. Let me just go back to the home page. So now we have 3 things. We have materials, teaching material, under speaking. So we have a video, we have a worksheet, and we have also a discussion forum. So it's really that simple. Something else you might need to add, which is an assessment. If you already have a worksheet and you want, like, you know, to link it to, if you already have an assessment, like in Google Drive, for example, go ahead and do that. If you don't, you might create an assessment here, right on this page by clicking on test. Create a test. And then create a new test, name it something. Let's say, for example, trial, and describe it if you want, give them some instructions if you want, but I'm just going to go and submit here. Inside that test, you get to create questions, like, you know, it's a very, very long list of types of questions that you get to choose from. I'm going to go ahead and choose multiple choice for this one. I'm going to call it something like test grammar, whatever, like what is, like, you know, just write something as questions. I'm going very quick now because I have to finish this really, really fast. And because it's a multiple choice, you get 4 choices for students to get to choose from. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't have 4 alternatives for students, you get to remove as many as you want. And yeah, on the left here, you get to choose the correct answer as well. So blah blah blah. This one is the correct answer. Blah blah blah. And answer 3, submit. And you must provide a value for each question. So that's okay. You get to specify marks as well. So so yeah, number of answers 3. Something okay. I don't think I typed anything here, so let me just go and type something very quick, and then just submit now. Value must be provided. What's wrong? I think I'm missing something here. I'm definitely missing something, because I've already added things to these questions. Anyhow, so not to make this a very, very long video, I think I don't have time to go all over these options, but I think that's what you're going to have to do. Just like, you know, go over these options, tick whatever has to be ticked, and you should be fine. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. So submit. Submit and create another. And oh, question test. Ah. Read, people, just read. Read before you, like, you know, this is what was missing, the question. What is blah, blah, blah? And then submit. Yeah, baby. Anyhow, so that's your first question. You get to create more questions, and yeah, boom. It's that simple. So now you have 4 things inside that, inside the teaching material folder. Anyhow, it's that simple. It's not very complicated. Something else, assignments, which I'm sure a lot of people are already familiar with. You get to create assessment here, assignment if you want, and call it something, first draft, so whatever, and then just scroll down, specify points, submission details. If you don't want it to be like graded, go ahead. If you want it to be graded, click on check for plagiarism first. Exclude submissions from the database, so when they submit the second time, if you allow them for multiple attempts, they don't come up as 100% plagiarized, at least. So submit. So yeah, now you have a folder for them to submit their first drafts. Something else, very, very quick thing before I finish this video, which is announcements. So sometimes you want to announce something for your students, so you go to the side, to the left, course tools, and you scroll all the way down to announcements. Yeah, it's the second, literally the second feature there. Announcements. And you announce something for students. Create new announcement. Subject, today's class. Message, whatever. Submit. The beautiful thing about class announcements, it's created now. And if you go to the home page, that's the first thing they're going to see right there. Okay, so wonderful. And if they have more courses, this is gonna come under or show under your course, today's class. There's an announcement, and that's the first thing also they see when they log into their courses. One last thing, maybe, yeah, which is emails, sending group emails, which I need to explain very, very quickly. Send email. So from course tools, you scroll down all the way to send emails, and all users or just students. All users is for courses where you are sharing the course with another teacher. So let me just go ahead and click on that. If you don't want the other teachers to see this, you get to choose all students only from the other options. So click something, today's class. This is the message area, testing. My students are going to be surprised today by all these different emails. And click on this one if you want to get a copy of that email, and then submit. And let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. It shouldn't take very, very long for Blackboard to send this email to all my students. And there you have it. It's been sent. And if you go to your, let me just pause and show you. So I'm inside my Gmail now, and this is the message that was sent through Blackboard to all my students. Testing Blackboard. So it works beautifully fine. So so that's email. One last thing that teachers might like to do is just styling this whole thing, because this doesn't look like the most, like, you know, user-friendly course. So let me just go to home page. You get to do that from here. Edit banner if you want. So you get to choose the color and the shape of all of this stuff, and you can customize page from here. So you get to choose, you know, different say themes for your course. I like this one here. Options, submit. So now it looks, you know, slightly better. And also, if you go to scroll all the way down to customization, and just click on customization. Customization, come on. What's happening? What's happening? Click on the small arrow on the right. Okay, perfect. And then click on teaching style for some reason. And from teaching style, you get to choose what your page is going to look like. So I like to change my text to buttons, this one here, and change it. Click on the library there, just like, you know, for decoration purposes. So once you do that, this is what your page is going to look like. So yeah, just, you know, just experiment with it, people. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching.